Hi, my name is Carolyn, and I want to talk to you and tell you about one of my favorite hobbies, and that is putting model cars together. And I know that might seem strange, but it's one of my favorite things to do because as I was growing up, my dad and I would do that together. And so, first of all, the first thing that you do is you have to go to the store, and you can find model cars at Michael's or any craft store will have them, or Walmart or Kmart or any store. And you go into the store and you look at all the model cars that they have. I prefer to pick some of the older cars, like the 50s or the 60s, because my dad has those cars and I like to put those cars together. But the important thing to remember is that there are different levels on the boxes. And they start off with number one and they go up to five. And so when you begin, you do not want to start with five because they're very, very difficult. So in the beginning, I started with what was called the snap car, and the snap car is you don't have to use glue. You just snap things and put them together, and it's a little bit easier. So it kind of helps you and guides you to learn how to move up to the next box. And so then I went to number one, and then to number two, and this is what you have to do. You open up the box, and inside the box, there is a large sheet of paper with instructions and a photo of each part. And it's very important that you keep the box that you took the car out of because that picture on the box will help you as you're putting the car together. So what happens is when you open the instructions, it will give you numbers. It will say number one, number two, number three. And like, for example, number one is usually the motor. And you would not believe how many parts that an engine has. The carburetor, it has all these different parts that you have to pull off these plastic little things that they're stuck to. You pull them off, and then you follow the instructions on the paper and you glue them together, and that makes the motor. And they're very, very tiny. And if you have big hands, kind of like I do, it's very hard to stick them together. Sometimes it's good if you have a toothpick or a Q-tip, you can use those, but the glue is also very sticky. So you want to make sure that you use the little Q-tip or the toothpick and put those parts together, and then you have to let it dry. And then you follow that for every step on the paper, and in the end, you end up with a car that hopefully looks like the picture on the box.